What's up, family? Man, I bless each and every one of you. May God continue to guide you, keep you, comfort you, aid you in your growth and development, as well as the healing stage of your life. Family, man, we have to grow up emotionally, and it is what it is. You know, man, I want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you guys today. Man, they thought, you know what I mean? They thought and they thought wrong. You know, what am I talking about? Man, so many people have thought a certain thing about you. They thought a certain way about you, and they were dead wrong. They're finding out that, man, they blew it. They blew it. They didn't just blow it, they blew it big time. They did. They thought they were smarter than you. They thought they were more connected to God than you. They thought they were chosen one. They thought, man, they were the prize. They thought they were all that. And now they're coming into the realization. Now they're coming into the understanding that they thought wrong. And it's crushing their ego. It's messing them up. They're going through a tower moment. They're going through an epic dark night of the soul because they thought wrong. They thought that they didn't need you. They thought they were more powerful than you. And they walked away. They abandoned you. They rejected you. They dismissed you. And now the reality of their actions is coming back on them. The reality of what they've done. The reality of their epic failure is slapping the dog mess out of them because they thought wrong. They didn't think that you had anything to offer them. They thought that they could manipulate you. They thought that they could control you. And now they're realizing, damn, I fucked up. And that's haunting them. And many of you that are watching this video, you are the they that I'm talking about. You thought wrong. You didn't think that you needed that person in your life. You thought that you were doing bad. You could do bad all by yourself. You thought that you could do better without them. You thought that, man, I could hook up with this other person, and this other person has more to offer. This other person looks nicer. This other person makes more money, or whatever it is that you thought. The reality is, you thought wrong. And many of you are going to have to live with that decision for the rest of your life. Many of you are going to be haunted by your actions. You're going to be haunted by your choices. They thought, and they thought wrong. And it's a sad place to be when you sit back and know that you are connected to a real one. Know that you are intimately connected, walking hand in hand with a real one, with somebody who loved you, with somebody who adored you, somebody who thought the world of you. And you didn't think that they would do anything in life. You didn't think that they were going anywhere. You didn't think that they were going to accomplish anything. And so you walked away. You chose somebody else. You chose to listen to other people. You had this person that you were connected with. You had this child of God. You had this man or woman of God right there, whispering in your ear, guiding you on the right path. But you thought they were crazy. You thought they were wrong. You thought your friends and your family members were guiding you down the right path. And so you chose to ignore this person. You chose to ignore the things that this person was telling you. You thought wrong. And now the crazy part of it is, now you got to see this person. Now you got to see this person go on in life. And the crazy part of that is that that person who you walked away from, that child of God, that chosen one, that real one, that earth angel, that natural born healer, that natural born giver that you gave up on, that you dismissed, you're going to watch them glow up and blow up right in front of your eyes. You're going to watch God bless them. You're going to watch the universe just open up the world for them. And all their heart's desires are going to come to pass. And you're going to be stuck on the outside looking through the window. Talking about shoulda, woulda, coulda. It was supposed to be me. It should have been me. You thought wrong. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I was married to this young lady and my younger kid's mom. And we was at church. I'm not into church anymore, but we was at church years ago. And this lady got up and she started prophesying. And she was talking to me in church, 300-400 people in the church. Well, she called me out. And after she said what she said, and church was over, we left. And my wife at the time was like, man, I don't know why she's just telling you all that. Man, that was for me, and she had it wrong, and da-da-da-da-da. This young lady thought that that message was supposed to be directed at her and not me. She thought this woman was wrong. She thought she was a chosen one. She thought she was a real child of God. She thought she was important. She didn't think anything about me. Another time, we're looking at buying a house. And this lady that worked there at the place, we're looking through the floor plans. And this lady walked up to me and she just started crying, the salesperson. And I'm looking at her, older Caucasian lady, and I'm just looking at her. I'm like, you okay? And she walked up to me and she was like, can I put my hand on you? And I'm like, yeah, okay. My wife was standing there and she put her hand on my shoulder. And she was talking about, man, you have the anointing of God on your life. God is going to use you in a powerful way. You have the mantle of Elijah resting on your shoulder. She didn't know my name was Elijah. She was a complete stranger. And she goes on talking and talking. And my wife at the end is like, who am I married to again? And da-da-da-da-da. My wife thought wrong. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? This is not about blasting her. This is not about making her look bad. But she thought wrong. She thought she could leave the marriage and find what I brought to the table. She thought she could replace that. She thought she could upgrade. Many of you have left somebody thinking that you can upgrade. Many of you left somebody thinking that you're going to find better. Many of you have left somebody thinking you deserve better. And now the reality set in. Damn, I fucked up. And now you gotta sit back and you gotta watch this person who you abandoned, who you disconnected from, who you dismissed, who you threw away. This same person who you broke their heart, you're going to watch the universe bless them over and over and over and over again. And there's nothing you're going to be able to do. There's nothing you're going to be able to say to stop that. Who God has called, who God has chosen, there's not a damn thing you could do about it. Not at all. Here's the trip. God thought enough of you to put you in that person's life, in that chosen one's life, in that real one's life. For whatever reason, God connected you or allowed you to get connected to that person. But then you have the audacity to say, fuck this shit. This ain't what I thought it was gonna be. You ain't who I thought you were gonna be. I could do better over there. I could go back out to the streets and find somebody else. I can go back to my ex. But what they didn't realize when they left, what you didn't realize when you chose to leave, was that you had the best. You just didn't have the patience. You didn't have the wisdom to see the hand of God in their life. You didn't have the emotional maturity to grow the fuck up and to be able to sit back and say, okay, what's my role in here? What am I supposed to be doing? How can I help this situation? What can I do to invest in this purpose? What can I do to help and aid on this journey? Because so many of us are so fucking egotistical. We think that we're the cat's meow. We think we're all that in a bag of chips. We look at our titles, we look at our jobs, we look at how much money we got, we look at where we live at, we look at what we drive. And for whatever reason, we think that validates us. We think that gives us the stamp of approval. As yet, you're all that. When the reality, you were connected to all of that. And then when you walk away, you still got your material stuff. You still got your education. You still got your titles. You still got your positions. You still got your money, your cars, your houses, but you're empty as fuck. You're miserable as fuck. You're lonely as fuck. And that person that you didn't think had anything, that person you thought that you were better than, that person that you disconnected from, that person that you dismissed, that person that you were constantly invalidating, they walk on, crying, brokenhearted, frustrated, having to work on themselves and get back in alignment with God, universe, source, and understand that, man, everybody's entitled to think what the fuck they want to think. Everybody's entitled to do what the fuck they want to do. You can't make somebody love you. You can't make somebody stay faithful to you. You can't make somebody stay committed to you or be committed to you. You can't make somebody invest in you. They have free will. They thought that they didn't have to. They thought they could just lay there and have great sex, but not offer you anything else. They thought they could just blow your mind sexually and not do anything else for you. they thought wrong. And now that they're disconnected from you, now the reality is setting in. Damn. I need them. I need them in my life. I really need them in my life. They were my battery pack and I didn't even know it. They were my connection and I didn't even know it. They were my covering and I didn't even know it. They were my blessing and I didn't even know it. Because they thought, and they thought wrong. And for many of them, for many of you, you're going to be stuck with that. You're going to be stuck with that. You're going to have to carry that, knowing that you fucked that up. Knowing that you blew that. It is what it is. We've got to grow up emotionally. We've got to understand who the fuck we are. Not who our ego has us convinced we are. So many of us, we're listening to our ego and to all the stupid shit on social media. And it has us convinced that we're everything. It has us convinced that we ain't got to do shit but be fucking present. All I gotta do is just be here. I ain't got to cook, I ain't got to clean, I ain't got to nurture you, I ain't got to hold you, I ain't got to sow into you, I ain't got to listen to you. I ain't got to respect you, I ain't got to cherish you, I ain't got to do shit but be here. They're entitled to think what the fuck they want to think. They thought, and they thought wrong. And for some of us real ones, us chosen ones, us earth angels, we also thought when this person abandoned us, when this person walked away from us, when this person rejected us, when this person threw us away like used toilet paper, many of us thought that we wasn't shit too. Many of us thought that, damn, God don't love me. God don't value me. Why am I having to go through this? Because we thought so much of that person and so little of ourselves. We put that person on a pedestal. We were worshiping that person. And then when they rejected us, abandoned us, and did all that they did, we were now faced with the reality of, man, okay, how do I heal from this? How do I grow from this? Okay. I see I have abandonment issues. I see I have codependency issues that I got to work on. And I'm going to work on that. And I'm glad that this person did what they did, because it revealed to me the issues that I had. And so I thank them for the things that they did, because it taught me a valuable lesson about the way I think, about what I thought. We're all entitled to think whatever the hell we want to think. But they thought, and they thought wrong. Hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you. to even challenge your way of thinking. We've got to grow the fuck up emotionally. We've got to get connected to God, universe, source, and understand who the fuck we really are. And who God has blessed us with. What God has blessed us with. Man, I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, family. Happy healing. Peace.